And then marital and relationship solutions. Mama Quenya na metimi start yakin kind stories.
Thank you. Let's move on, please.
Eti abusuafo and then making kind 3 stories. Na afe counselor amaye ano ye pepepe. Please, I have been with my family for some time before I moved out to start working. Now, it was up until just recently when I was about getting married that the truth finally did come out, that I am an adopted child of my parents. I never knew this up until my upcoming marriage. Auntie Valerie, all of a sudden, there's a man in my life that is telling me he's the one who brought me into this world. And the situation surrounding my adoption was such that after I was given birth to in my so-called village, my parents came around to do 1 or 2 things. And when they saw the situation I was in, they knew perfectly well that my parents could not cater for me then. So they decided to take me along with them. It was after they brought me to the city, they cut ties and didn't want to in any way or form talk to or communicate with my family because they believed that it would be a source or an avenue for them to be always calling to take something from them just because I was with them. Now, I have 3 other siblings plus myself. And this particular piece of information that I have gotten has really broken me. I don't know, but I believe I should be entitled to this piece of information, notwithstanding every other thing that comes with it. It is just right that I know exactly what my existence is all about. Now, my parents are telling me that I should decide as to which of the families I would want to associate myself with. I know that the blessings of a father does take you far. And this man looks like he would go any extent to make sure I am fine. And that it was a decision he took just so I would have a comfortable life. Auntie Valerie, I'm about getting married. My fiancé does know my adopted family, but I would want to introduce them to my parents as well. And I want to know exactly how to go about it, how to stand tall, strong, confident, and be able to surpass everything that this emotions brings to me. Counselor.
Wow. Okay, so let's go straight to the story.
Right.
Nti ababa wa ya wo no na wo mu ene ni nyini mu no other parents had an opportunity to have an encounter with her, and I want to share the economy. So be a village here abofre ntimi nhwe no, and they adopted her, brought her to town, and some way somehow ebi kra na nyom no mo share da ye wo madwene se wo mo makwan ma sabio ekurasefo no eye akola no ma me ne papa nya kwan do mo nkasa, but situations, things happen. Te kwan bi so no nkita hodie tu atwa ya behwe no wanyini wadum pempen so a wo bewo na wonim da senya na agya ne na nkasa an wo no mo te no nimbre so nyina wonim so ne de no no e kire na obehu se da biu enya bi die ni me de ho na sa I am an adopted child or a daughter.
Right.
This is say na wade o be wade no se no ani ohu se ne papa ne maame asabi o mo village e na eba ebegina ana se o papa ne wo maame e tenkran ana kuma se sabi kurum o mo no begina. It's very simple. Right. This is not an issue. What she should count herself blessed that sabi ye wo no yen janan to village, and by the ways of God nyamema obi foforo be fa no e de ne be kurum. But in the wisdom of God, when God wants to use you to establish his purpose, he has a way to do things. His ways are not our ways, and the thought of God is not our thoughts. As the heavens is higher than the earth, so the ways of God. In other words, the ways of God cannot be predicted.
Right.
So what I am trying to say to this beautiful lady, if she's watching us, is this: God had a purpose for you to come to Accra, be established and be blessed by this particular man and woman, the wife, raise you at this point. Oba be wade and yasem. And when they say Jani and Naya womote krokesium, all these years you've known them to be fathers and mothers. You know? Let them contact the village people. The biological mother and father.
Right.
Talk to you and say, we lost your numbers. You're busy, whatever it is. At the end of the day, we 20, we 30, we 40. Imagine the happiness and the joy that will be at the faces of the biological parents. And trust me, when they come, when they come and they see their daughter, imagine you are the one. Now, almost a baby where university, you are big. Like, they cannot even stand to say that I am the mother, biological mother and father. Do you know what they will do? They will just look at the adopted parents and say, Pacho, man, I'm a baby, and Timonfa. And the biological, adopted parents will rise and say that no, ya yebi. Now you finish say our dear ye nu nyam she. The person mamu you manim na mushra mo baba. So this is going to be a negotiation between the adopted parents and biological parents.
Okay.
So the lady doesn't have any problem. The problem one is say only the adopted parents and monkobo enkasa na onchire na adwen chire wom. Biological parents, the way they are good, they will also invite the biological parents, and then the biological parents with the adopted parents will put their heads together and move on, so that the marriage will be successful. Okay, Menini. So all these years, na papa na mama o village, and no train yami be CAC wo krom. We to be do work village, akopeja village for e de oma be krom. So for me, God decided to bless her so that through her she can turn around the parents' destiny. So for me, she shouldn't be worried.
Right.
She should rather thank God for this encounter. Thank you.
Into your hima, senior counselor, Kano, you shouldn't be worried. You should rather thank God for this encounter. No, senior counselor, Kano, it's about upliftment, and God uses different ways and avenues. Let's read the next story. Now, Pepepe. Auntie Valerie, please, I would want you to ask counselor this very question for me. It has been on my heart for some days now, and I hope and believe the counselor would give me the solution I am looking for. Now, I dated this lady for 4 years. Yes, 4 good years. And she conceived. After her conception, that was when she had to introduce me to her family, because I told her not to touch the pregnancy and that children are gifts from God, and I will do whatever it takes to father the children. And also, when time gives us that opportunity, I would make sure I graciously grace her and make her a wife. Auntie Valerie, after her mom saw me, she never liked me from that day. I asked the woman to be sincere with me. Indeed, I sought some elderly folks to even speak to this woman. And she said to me that I am a low-income earner and she doesn't trust her daughter and grandchildren with me. Auntie Valerie, now moving on, just so I would prove to the woman that I am all that and that I am ready to go the extra mile. During the naming ceremony, I prepared and did all there is to it, just so we could add the engagement to it. The woman didn't allow. She asked that we take the things back and that nobody gave me a list for us to continue in the presence of my family. Now, my people told me that for a woman to do that, it means that there is no way she would ever be impressed up until I am in a different circumstance, and that they would also not follow me if she eventually agrees that I should come marry her daughter. Moving on, I was still looking forward to getting this woman's acceptance, so I moved in with her daughter in their house. Now, there's a part or an apartment that is uncompleted yet, so I decided to live with the lady and continue that project just so that her mother would see that I'm capable and I am wise when it comes to my resources, even though they are small, they can do something. All these things that I didn't do nothing. Indeed, the lady told me that what her mom is saying is final and that she doesn't want to have anything to do with me. As at that time, my children, she bore 2. My children was 1.5 years. They sacked me out of the house. I even decided to move because I realized that at this particular point in time, everything that I'm doing is just cost 90. But my fear is this, that my children would grow and not understand and feel the presence of their father in their lives. It saddens my heart. I want to know, is there a way I can have access to my children? Do I have to take this to court? Is there an institution that takes care of men in such situations? I want to raise my children. They are mine, and they need their father in their lives, even if their mother and grandmother doesn't want me. Counselor, please. Help.
Wow. Now me bacho. Now me be too crutching for say. Sometimes oko wadi will be. Now when the pakrone mami and ane papa crash original. Sometimes it's a blessing. And sometimes when God is trying to save you, and you want to be stubborn and say that I'll still go to where God is trying to prevent and preserve my life, to secure me from and then he'll die. You understand?
Right.
Now, what is happening to this gentleman for me? He should count it all joy. Open wa ba awade no. Wanye mu bi ba ba. Bebe wade wa kan ho da ya be yadoma ye be outdoor.
Sure.
And then the mother stands up and say, "Bihwehwe mu ni sika." Na me ni maame na dwene so wo pende baba na masika na me se abuza se, "Embra krachi ni bi, one the baba na twempana maame no wen." To the extent that now ababa wananyam. Ti maame no wen. No ho. Yehwe. Wabewo. Obewo ya be betu din ba akomienu no. Ni nyina me yer me ho se be ye bibi e be mama me na hu se. Me ni bidie na so betimi ahwe ne ba. Na me busa maame ni se, "Den na ope wo wiase a wo se ne ba so awade." Because some of the parents will say no. It will end up that one day their daughter will not get a proper marriage. That means obenya awade ni bi. But obenya no onya ebiana ka we su do fi se me ne de kra na bereye na sebe me tumi ne obi baba nkra nwu mienu ma me nja ne saa na nso ni nyina achi se ababa wa no so antumi ankasem na wo ma akwanya se ne ma me ntingina se ya santo anu nkasa me mpere no mpamo be ma no na be free se be ma no so nkai hu se etore bi so ne nyame mpu eji wa firi bibi mu nti ye kan 2 ways.
Okay.
Se nyame eji be ma na firi bibi mu ana se nyame makwan mama mi abe ha adwene se ne baba enya awade pacho de make atma se na ye nko mienu wa wo mienu
Entafo ne bai.
thank you wa wo mienu ntafo na aba wa ye de obeye nyina se ye se ma na list ye ma ne ware gentleman, let it go.
Wetimi etu akotena omufie.
Pie, come out from D. Come out.
No,
come out. Anfa. Mami ni se pie. Go look for a place and rent. Once you rent a place and you start a new life, divorce and separation does not stop you from raising children.
Okay.
Everybody should listen. The children are still mine as a man. Not only me, Obana so any Nabusian Kolani or Modia.
Right.
So I have the right to visit my children as when. I have the right to see them as when. I have the right to also enjoy the fruit of my labor as when.
Okay.
And the law permits it. So anytime the man wants to see the children, now the man will not be at the position to have the children with him. Because on one day.
Okay.
And the man at this, this stage cannot raise 1.5 year akwala and kwala mechanism because some twins.
Omo
Now
twins.
kwala 1.5 year there. A year then a bema one day I can have a single room and a chamber, even if it's 10-bedroom flat. A year then I raise, but there is no woman around, so you still have to leave the case for the mother and the grandmother. Thank God there's a grandmother who will help. But I said, my many people was one in the bar we. It's a year there. So you have the right to go to the house. Look, young fan say, but I mean, so I am stubborn. It's a nanny and the few crammings will be. I was so one or bar now on the casa. So when I need the children on Fridays after school, I want to see them.
Okay.
If almost starting school, Fridays, Saturday, Sunday, I want to go out with my kids and then spend some time with them. Omo young kwala 1.5 year, but omo young kwala sa, omo krakasa. So physically, there should be a bond.
Okay.
Spiritually, there should be a bond. Emotionally, there should be a bond. It's a job in soon translating can say, moja, blood is thicker than water. We call it, but even no. A good father will not pretend not to be responsible.
But his problem is they are preventing him.
So that's what I'm coming to.
From seeing the children.
So remember I said that young father say you're mufi. So anytime you go there, they say no. Call the wife. Talk to the wife. Then the mother steps in and say, no, you are not going anywhere with the children. Or me, my grandchildren. I have money. I can raise them.
Okay.
Once there is an evidence that these children
are yours,
you just have to go to court.
Okay.
Go there and then just let them understand that me no be out too. Na them mama say one mama kwenya. So bema bi owo ye kwadwini bema obehye da aboa pay nani. Akọ say omo mama kwan dia.
And he said praise the Lord.
I said what to ebo ma aboa to wada. But no, if you're a responsible father that want the blessings of God, you just have to go report. They will give you a letter. You serve to the family.
Okay.
They will go. If they don't go, they will come for themselves. The police or whoever, the law will come for them, take them to the police, question them. They have no choice than to negotiate with the court about the man and the relationship between the man and the kids. And say that, okay, it is saying now what should be able to me alcohol twice. And they had brought twice. It is done like that. And now, okay, your person will be able to be a fee. For more, for buy them whatever you have to buy them. So the mother cannot say no when the law works. So we are encouraging the man. If the mother of the woman is trying to be stubborn, go to court. So all hope is not lost. The gentleman should just straight away go to court. Oh, the man no funny mawa na no money there. And no money there. Right. So just go to court to report and the case will be settled. Enti
senior counselor Akano mekrache wadaroma na wetimi etu for pepepe. Let me read the final story that says, Valerie, good evening. Please kindly ask counselor for me, what do I do in this situation? Now, I have dated this girl for 1.5 years now. And not too long ago, she told me that she was pregnant. Now, this is it. She said that she's sorry, but this is her reality. That she cheated on me at that particular time and had intimate affair with me as well. So as it stands now, she does not know who is the biological father of the child. Valerie, that piece of information alone broke me. I was asking myself questions. And I said to myself, what does this girl take me for? Now she's insisting and saying that she would go and tell the other gentleman that she's also pregnant. And that the two of us are responsible for her up until she delivers. Please ask counselor for me. The fatherhood, when does it start? And at what time can you resign when you know perfectly well that you are not part and parcel of the situation at hand? Now, the feelings and information I am even getting, that it is not just myself and that particular person she spoke about. and that there are other gentlemen as well. Do I do what is expected of me? Stay by this woman for 9 months. Wait until the child is born before a DNA test is run? Or I can tell her point blank that she should go through her 9 months. When she's done, and I find out through DNA that the child is mine, I will definitely take over. Counselor, please help me.
You don't always love to show kindness. You can show kindness to prove love. Number one, the main gentleman who sent this message should not be listening to gossip and hearsay. To you know, yeah, mema you yeah, me and son, yeah, nine. Acquire sen a nimuara, a ya won't one the main boyfriend.
Yeah.
As a wona, omo in the chino, a ya wona regard or say, we are the main boyfriend. Main man. And yes, such a watching wa. Kawon or the BB goose or Jack.
Right.
And a watching. Or no, so I confess, actually say. I think so, and Chinipo, no one confess.
I want to confess.
That is a good woman.
And all I
love her. I'm coming. Me ba. Or buying more. Now, or so my own. Obeshenevi. Akolano crown. Dear new crown, ye Akolano, one sewono, obesed mammy, and obesu will be for. And yet, Chin actually so and so. It is also one car. Akolano 10 years. Not still lives a yoba. Right. But this is a good, courageous woman that stands up and say, I think that I've done something wrong. Let me tell the truth to, or speak the truth to this gentleman. Right. And young one, I Montana, now me want me danger, whatever. Oh, yeah, your name, the next days will be another, will be the next day, and the same day, crying, by be a cedar. Manyam, in whom ye any dear. It's my boy, man, ye. Guy back on us, we call Bonaman, yes, Manyam. Bema, Adieu. Me see, you don't always have to love to show kindness.
To show kindness.
I want a bear man the cuckoo do to me. I said, no, yes, okay. Man, Bonaman, for you telling me the truth. I really respect you for that. Hey, yeah, dear. I shame, but you know what? It's okay, keep it. Oh, if the person genuinely love you and emotionally or very strong and mature, that can stand and tell you that I am you and you for telling me the truth. Oh, wow. I don't want anybody to know because everybody around us know that I am a no and ye deity, ye court, and whatever. It is okay, keep it. Don't tell the other guy. Oh, when I we know what to do. And I will take over. And sometimes obey to me, I will not there. They make true. So you can decide then, or who you crown swap, may DNA and I mean, but maybe can decide that. I don't want troubles. And you have make quiet. The 9-month process I've gone through with this lady, it will be so painful. Let me avoid it. People are taking care of people's children, and they are blessed. They are happy. Raising people say, how much more sabi or bow one another than one more man say, and young crowd. Bema Ujana Nasu can tell you that it's okay. Well, you keep it. Don't let anybody know I'm taking responsibility and will not tell anybody. And can still. I have seen women who are pregnant already. Other men can go with them to their family and say, to take away their shame, and they marry them, and today the marriage is working.
Wow.
They remember being very courageous, very strong, very bold, emotionally matured. They can stand at any test, and they will never let anybody know. Nevertheless, or we so now we say after standing for her, you can go like, let the other guy know, say, we didn't want to, but akolani any dia because onja forget ajwa but I will take it. And so for me, I'm looking at the maturity of the guy. And every decision goes up and down based on the guy. The guy knows say be agent is any girl no. So for me as I sit here, me my girl nko guy ba akona man.
Wow.
Because it will be a shame and a disgrace for the lady that also call back can say but guy ba akona so man here. That is say you are there. No. It may they said, don't go here. It's okay, keep it. I'll take care of the pregnancy. Or we will take the journey from there. And I think it's okay.